2025 graduation celebration. I would like everyone to remain standing for the Pledge of Allegiance led by veteran Chad Harris, followed by the national anthem being sung by Dakota Meade and the invocation offered by Director of Student Services Teresa Slade. Chad.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Let us bow our heads for a word of prayer. Let us take a moment to reflect on the journey and accomplishments of the graduates that sit before us today. Dear God, we thank you for the blessings of this day. We thank you for those assembled here as we recognize, honor, and celebrate those who have completed their courses of study and who will soon be embarking on the next stage of life's journey. We are grateful for Keiser University, the Tallahassee Campus, administrators led by our president, and the faculty members who mentored and taught these graduates during their journey of discovery. We give thanks for the proud relatives, friends, acquaintances, and well-wishers gathered here, each of whom in their own way contributed to the achievements we celebrate. As these men and women go forth and pursue their dreams, may each continue to seek knowledge, pursue truth, and make a difference to the world using the knowledge and skills they have acquired here. We ask you, Father, for all of these mercies in your Son's name, Jesus. Amen.
Good evening. As president of the Keiser University Tallahassee Campus, it is an incredible honor to stand before you today as we celebrate our class of 2025. To our distinguished staff and faculty, guest speaker Bernice Cox, devoted families, friends, and most importantly, our esteemed graduates, welcome to this momentous occasion. Graduates, today is a testament to your unwavering dedication, perseverance, and resilience. You have faced challenges head on, pushed through late nights and early mornings, and demonstrated a commitment to excellence that has led you to this very important moment. You are the embodiment of hard work, passion, and the relentless pursuit of knowledge. You may be seated. Thank you. Thank you. But you did not arrive at this milestone alone. Behind me stand the professors who guided you, the families who supported you, and the friends who uplifted you. Today, we celebrate not only your achievements, but also the community that has shaped and encouraged you along the way. When I first met each of you at orientation, we completed an orange circle exercise. Does anybody remember that? Yep. All right. Anybody have it with them? You have it? All right. We decided together that failure was not an option, that together we would only achieve success. And you have created this success for yourselves. And I am so very proud of each and every one of you. Audience, please join me in giving them a well-deserved round of applause. As you step forward into the next chapter of your lives, remember that success is not just measured by your title or accolades, but by the impact you make in the world. Carry with you the lessons learned here at Keiser University, the integrity, the determination, and the courage to embrace new opportunities. You are ready, you are prepared, and you are the future. And we could not be more proud of all that you've accomplished. In a few minutes, you will walk into the future as alumni of Keiser University. We hope each of you will stay connected to your alma mater by joining the Alumni Association. Every graduate received an alumni benefits packet with information on the benefits of joining the association. I am now proud to not only call you a graduate, but a Keiser family member as well. Congratulations, class of 2025. Go out and make your mark on the world. It is now my great privilege to introduce to you this evening's guest speaker, Mrs. Bernice Cox, who is not only the president and CEO of the United Way of the Big Bend and the host and producer of the NBC television show Our Issues Tallahassee, but is also my dear friend. Prior to becoming the CEO of United Way of the Big Bend, Mrs. Cox spent over 20 years advocating before the Florida Governor, Cabinet, House, and Senate, and provided strategy for clients at the national level, working with the United States Florida Senate and the congressional delegation. Bernice is a graduate of Tusculum University in Tennessee and taught as an adjunct professor at Florida State University. She has a very lengthy list of volunteer work. I'm going to read some of them. Past chair of the Board of Directors, United Way of the Big Bend, United Way of Florida Board of Governors, Florida Lit Fest, Vice President, Board of Directors. I would be here all night if I read through this. She has done amazing volunteer work. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in giving a warm KU welcome to Mrs. Bernice Cox.
Madam President, thank you so much. I'm honored to be here tonight as the guest speaker. I'm going to be directing a lot of my looks toward the graduates, but all of you who are here supporting the graduates mean a great deal. One of the things that happened to me when I graduated is I sat where you sat And the guest speaker, talked for 48 minutes. And I swore that I would never do that to graduates. Okay, so you're lucky. I see a lot of smiles, a lot of thank yous. It's going to be short, sweet, and a bit spicy. Okay, because what I really want to know, because I know for me, my road to get to be able to graduate and get a degree was not an easy one. It was fairly rocky. I don't know what your road was. I will ask you to do me a favor right now. I want you to think about when you made the decision that you were going to go after your degree. Think about where you were. What were you going through? Why did you want to do it? I'm going to tell you a little bit about myself because you heard all the good stuff. And like I said, there's other stuff that we all go through because life, life is a roller coaster. Life is not straight. Life is not like a merry-go-round. Life is a roller coaster, ups and downs and ups and downs and ups and downs. And you want to be ready when you're down for those ups because they're right around the corner. I grew up in poverty. I was the seventh child, the baby, some would say, in my family. And I'm so very proud of my family. I had four brothers. Each went into the military, Army, Navy, Marines, and Air Force. And I had two sisters who took different paths. But I will tell you, growing up in poverty in a little town that I grew up in Tennessee, they didn't have anyone that was counseling me to go to college because they thought I was too poor to go to college. I was as smart as those other kids that were going to college. I just didn't have the money. And so after I graduated high school, I worked for a year, full-time job and a part-time job, and I was able to go to college and get my degree. But getting there, I did two part-time jobs while I was going through college. I don't know what your story is, but I have a feeling some of you may have had that same challenge. That it wasn't just being able to go to school and have parties and all that, it was a lot of work that you had to do. And I'm seeing nods, and I can understand and appreciate. I think it's important for you as individuals to really lean in on why you started when you started to go get the degree. Was it to have a career where you could make the kind of money to provide for yourself and your family? Were you a single parent wanting to get that degree to go to the next step and provide for your children, your child or your children? Was it a passion for the area that you're going to be studied, that you studied, and you really wanted to go for it with all that passion? I want you to think about that because guess what? The things that you were feeling then may have been fear. Am I going to be able to do this? Am I going to be able to work and do this? Am I going to be able to do all the things I got to do to care for myself and my family? Guess what? You did it. Remember how that felt? So now you're getting ready to graduate, have this one degree, and you're going to go to the next step. And the next step is, are you going to live your passion? Are you going to be able to really love the work that you do? And I certainly hope that each of you do. And what are you bringing into that? And I will tell you from my perspective, I think what's really going to move you through any of the hardships or any of the challenges you may have with that job or with your life is your attitude. That's what saved me. I would not be standing here in front of you. I would not have been able to have done the things that I have done if it weren't for my attitude. I had an attitude that, okay, I've had a knock. I'm going to get knocked down, but I am not going to stay down. I'm going to get back up. That's how I have lived my life. And if you've got that attitude, there's going to be some rough days, but I tell you what, there's going to be some bright and beautiful days. There's going to be love and care. One of the things I would really love to see all of you do is volunteer. You know, the way the Big Ben has some volunteer opportunities, but I digress. To be able to be in your community and volunteer in your community. And I think the other thing is what makes you happy. You have to have a balance in your life. How many of you really think it's important to have a balance in your life? You got to have a balance in your life. You know, working hard, getting where you are right now is really important. Being great at the job that you're doing is really important. Being there for your family and friends, really important. But one of the things that I've had a hard time with, and I hope you do a better job than I did, is being there for myself and taking care of myself and some of the needs that I have, some of the healthcare needs I have. I am so proud. I don't know you, but I'm so proud of each of you. And when I look around, see you, when I see the nods, when I see the looks on your face, when we're talking about some of the challenges, I feel like I know you. I feel like I know that you have worked really hard. You have worked through adversity to get where you are today. And guess what? You're getting ready to graduate. And take all that joy, celebrate where you are. Take the time, you've worked really hard. I hope you now take the time to celebrate and appreciate what you've done because it is a true gift. I celebrate you. I wish you each and every one all the very best as you go out and do all the great things you're going to do. Good luck and Godspeed. Thank you.
Bernice, thank you so much for joining us and addressing our students and guests. I would like to present you with a token of appreciation from us. Thank you so much. And if we'll get a picture. How about another hand of applause for Ms. Bernice? That was beautiful. At this time, I'd like to ask you to turn your attention to the screen for a short video about your alma mater, Keiser University. And where are the screens?
Welcome to Keiser University graduates, friends, and families. Today is your day. You are now officially Keiser University alumni. Embrace this extraordinary moment because it's an exciting time to be a Keiser University Seahawk. Founded more than 45 years ago, Keiser University has grown to become one of Florida's largest private, nonprofit universities, serving a vibrant community of more than 20,000 students from nearly 50 countries, 100,000 alumni, and 3,800 team members.
I wanted to tell you a little bit about Keiser University and what makes us different. From the very beginning, our commitment continues to be creating a strong learning environment for a serious-minded student who has a dream and who is looking for a quality education to lead them to a career. In fact, we have over 100 different associate to doctoral degrees. Our students also tell us that they're able to contribute and combine the things that matter to them the most: a solid education, a full college experience, one that includes service to the community, leadership, and of course, great athletics.
In 2024, the Keiser University Seahawks earned 3 NAIA national championships in women's swimming, women's golf, and men's lacrosse. And the football team earned its third straight trip to the NAIA championship game following its national championship in 2023. Since its founding in 1977, inherent in our mission is service to the community. We take pride in our substantial contribution to Florida. The university's philosophy has always been students first, and our commitment to our student extends beyond graduation to ensure every Keiser University graduate can become a contributing member of Florida's workforce. Our commitment also extends to our nation's heroes. Over 20% of Keiser University's student body is comprised of veterans active duty service members, or military family members. We are deeply appreciative of their service to our country and have a profound sense of pride and dedication in educating and empowering our heroes and their families. As one of the only institutions of higher learning with a campus on Florida's Patrick Space Force Base, Keiser University is dedicated to furthering educational opportunities to our military heroes. Keiser University's economic impact on the state of Florida is over $3 billion annually, and we're at the forefront of addressing critical workforce shortages in targeted areas like defense and homeland security, transportation and logistics, cybersecurity and information technology, and nursing and other health sciences. And in 2024, Keiser University was again ranked as one of the top institutions in the country in providing upward social mobility to its students by U.S. News and World Reports. As a Keiser University graduate, we invite you to become a member of our Alumni Association. The KU Alumni Association can help you reconnect, grow professionally, and continue your lifelong educational journey. Keiser University graduates are the heartbeat of our Florida communities and remain dedicated to improving the lives of those around them. They are the first responders, educators, business innovators, and healthcare heroes on the front lines and behind the scenes moving our state forward. Go Seahawk graduates, and congratulations!
This year, we are proud to bestow our Employer of Choice Award to our valued community partner, CenterPoint Health and Rehabilitation. CenterPoint Health and Rehabilitation continues year after year to be one of Keiser University's top 3 employers hiring our graduates. This year, we have strengthened our partnership, providing increased opportunities for our nursing, occupational therapy assistants, and medical assistant graduates. Please join me in congratulating this year's Employer of Choice, CenterPoint Health and Rehabilitation. On behalf of Keiser University, the Office of the Chancellor, and the Board of Directors, we thank you for your commitment to our community and Keiser University's graduates. I'm sorry.
Good evening. It is such an honor on behalf of CenterPoint to receive this year's Employer of Choice Award and to see all the amazing individuals who are graduating tonight. Our team at CenterPoint Health and Rehab strives to provide exceptional care for our patients and their loved ones, but without a great team, this could not be possible. We look forward to our continued partnership with Keiser University and appreciate the faculty's dedication in preparing their students for their new careers. Thank you so much, and congratulations to all the graduates being celebrated here tonight. Congratulations.
Okay, it is now my distinct privilege to introduce you to our Keiser University Tallahassee Campus Dean of Academic Affairs, Dr. Sham Mistry, as we begin the presentation of our valedictorian, salutatorian, and academic awards.
Good evening. It's almost time. We're getting there. Thank you for your patience. But graduates, this is a special class. This is a very special class, 2025. We are past the pandemic, back to reality. So many opportunities have now become available for each and every one of you. As you come across the stage today, you shake the campus president's hand, you get your diploma. It's a lot more than just taking a bunch of photos. Embrace it. Whatever it is that you've chosen to do with your career, you do it with purpose. You're going into a community. Quentin, you came from Perry. Half of Taylor County might be sitting in the audience today. The audience here represents our community. The Big Bend is very small. Everybody knows everybody. Treat each other with kindness and compassion, and whatever it is you've chosen to do, whether it's working in hospitality, in the hospital setting, or in public service, just make the best of it. There's opportunities available. Deontay, you just told me, promotion on the line. That's what we're here for. I want to just thank you all for giving us the privilege in being part of your journey. Everyone on the stage behind me, from the faculty to their staff members in the crowd here today, from financial aid. I saw Miss Georgia Hudson in the back over there. Miss Georgia, I see you over there. From the admissions department to student services. Everyone had a hand in your journey, and that's what we live for. That's why we're here tonight. The entire campus has shut down to be here tonight to support you all. So thank you all for choosing Keiser University, and make us proud, because we're always going to be there to support you. As we continue the event tonight, I have the distinct pleasure and honor of introducing our valedictorian, our salutatorian, and our students who have achieved such great things. And this is a very unique situation. I have a valedictorian who is choosing humbly to allow me to tell his story. And I couldn't be any more proud. I'd like to introduce our 2025 valedictorian, Mr. Angel Rivera. I'm just going to have you say hello for a moment, Angel, before yeah, come on, just say hello for one moment as I share your story. Angel is originally from the Bronx, New York, where he spent his childhood and early teen years. Like many of us, his path was not always smooth. After facing a few early setbacks, he earned his GED through the Board of Cooperative Educational Services, just an early sign of the perseverance that has defined his journey ever since. Angel has been married for 15 years to his lovely wife, Jermika, and together they are raising 4 children, Letitia, Jada, Josiah, and Angel Jr. His family has remained his source of strength, grounding him throughout his academic and professional pursuits. At the age of 22, Angel joined the United States Army, where he developed the discipline and structure that would guide him in life. He served 2 tours in Iraq, where he led over 35 soldiers and supported more than 350 convoy operations, including humanitarian missions to villages devastated by bombings and IEDs. Following his military service, Angel began a career in the trucking industry, learning business from the ground up. He eventually found and grew his own trucking company to a fleet of over 10 trucks. However, like many small businesses during the pandemic, he faced difficult economic realities and ultimately made the hard decision to close his company. Instead of giving up, he saw this as an opportunity to complete a goal he had long put on hold, earning his bachelor's degree. After researching his options, he found Keiser University, and more importantly, he found a community that supported him every step of the way. He chose Keiser University for its business administration degree in transportation and logistics, but it was the people at KU who made the experience truly special. He asked me specifically to recognize individuals who stood out. Associate Dean Carolyn Cotton, Ricardo Smith, the campus registrar, Miss Leanne Wright, our beautiful receptionist, Dean Mistry for his kind words and genuine encouragement, but most of all, he credits Dr. Marie Maddox for helping him see this journey through to the end. Thank you, Dr. Maddox. Her unwavering support, responsiveness, and willingness to help no matter the day, time, or situation, in his words, were the reason he made it across the finish line. Today, Angel works as a manager in training for Acme Barricades, focused on pavement and roadway markings here in Tallahassee and throughout the Big Bend. It's a fitting step for someone who has spent his life laying the groundwork for his own success. Before I close, Angel wanted to share one final sentiment that every single professor and staff member at Keiser University showed him nothing but professionalism, respect, and kindness. Even the toughest instructors, he says, were fair and always showing their care. Angel is honored, grateful, and incredibly proud to stand amongst his peers as this year's valedictorian. Please join me in recognizing Angel Rivera as our 2025 valedictorian. Come on up and receive your award. Congratulations. I hope I did you proud. At this time, I would like to recognize now our 2025 class salutatorian. I'd like to now recognize, receiving their Bachelor of Arts in Criminal Justice, Miss Latia Holmes. Come on up. Now we're going to recognize our graduates' educational achievements by asking them to stand and remain standing when their honors are announced. Those students who are receiving an associate's degree with honors of a GPA of a 3.5 to a 3.74 on a 4.0 scale are wearing a silver cord. Please rise and applaud them for their success. Associate degree candidates wearing gold cord, please rise. These candidates received high honors with a 3.75 to a 4.0 GPA. Bachelor's degree candidates wearing bronze stoles, please rise to be honored as cum laude with a 3.5 to a 3.69 GPA. Bachelor degree candidates wearing gold stoles, please stand to be honored as summa cum laude with a 3.9 to a 4.0 GPA. Candidates wearing blue and white cords received a perfect 4.0. We have any in the audience today? Stand up if you did. That's okay. We make it hard on purpose. And candidates wearing red cords, please stand for completing our Leadership Distinction Program. Very nice. The next group of graduates to be recognized are individuals who have participated in programmatic honor societies, national student clubs, and Keiser University's leadership programs. As I call these organizations, please stand and remain standing. Our Phi Theta Kappa International Honor Society, Alpha Phi Sigma Criminal Justice National Honor Society, Delta Mu Delta Business Administration National Honor Society, Student Government Association, and our Student Veterans of America. Please stand. And the last group I'd like to recognize here are our student veterans. I know that many of you may have not have been a part of the SVA, but if we have any veterans in our graduates as well as in our audience, I'd like for you all to stand for one big round of applause. And thank you all for your service. Now, at this time, it's time to cross the stage. All right, so gather yourself, get your cards ready. It's time. There we go. At this time, we will now commence the presentation of graduates. Congratulations to all our graduates and for their achievements. Will the candidates for graduation prepare to rise and come forward as your names are called? Will the candidates for graduation please rise? Receiving a Master of Arts in Business Administration, Frances Annette Slater. Receiving a Master of Health Services Administration, Denicius Thomas. Receiving a Master of Arts in Homeland Security, Seth Hoople. Proud of you, Seth. Receiving a Master's of Science in Nursing, Neelan John Casso. Receiving their Bachelor's of Arts in Business Administration, Angel Rivera. Receiving a Bachelor's of Arts in Criminal Justice, Latia Holmes. Receiving a Bachelor's of Science in Health Sciences, Javarius Johnson. Receiving a Bachelor's of Science in Nursing, Darshna Choksi. Receiving their Associate of Arts in Accounting, Sarah Eastham. Receiving their Associates of Arts degree in Criminal Justice, Adolfo Leon. Hannah Sheffield. Micaiah Simmons. Receiving an Associate of Arts in General Studies, Quentin Tucker. Natasha Kinney. Dewan Whitley. Receiving an Associate of Science in Baking and Pastry Arts, Cameron Harrison. Receiving an Associate of Science in Culinary Arts, Antonio Davis. Anthony C. McGill. Foster McLean. Jonathan Michler. Meredith Moran. Sheena Garland. Kennedy Powell. Receiving their Associate of Science in Information Technology, Travell Carter. Mariah Foreman. Deshaun Dwight. Roy Gilliam. Chad Harris. Tracy Hibbert. Deontay King. Kelvin Ray. Keturah Thomas. Receiving an Associate of Science in Medical Administrative Billing and Coding, Stephanie Harvey. Jermisha Howard. Ottawa Lovett. Receiving their Associate of Science in Medical Assisting, Victoria Combs. Kirsten Francis. Sharon Levin. Kalisha Pickering. Amber Williams. Receiving their Associate of Science in Nursing, Shantavia Barnes. Taylor Harrington. Ebony Haywood. Newly licensed nurses, by the way, for any employers in the room. Receiving their Associate of Science in Occupational Therapy Assisting, Micaiah Crawford. Hannah Miller. Graduates, please rise. Madam President, may I present to you the candidates for the awarding of the Master's, Bachelor's, and Associate's degrees of Keiser University's class of 2025.
Thank you, Dr. Mystery. By the power vested in me by the Board of Trustees of Keiser University, the Tallahassee, Florida campus, and the Florida Department of Education, I hereby award you your degree with all the rights, privileges, and honors thereunto appertaining. Graduates, you may move your tassels from the right to the left. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating our class of 2025. Woo! Woo, Okay, thank you. You did it. All right, I'd like to thank, you may be seated. I would like to thank everybody for coming this evening. Congratulations to all our graduates. We're so proud of you and your accomplishments. A huge thank you to Miss Bernice Cox. She did a fabulous job. Our campus administration, our faculty, our staff. I want to give a special thanks to Teresa Slade. Where is she? Putting together this whole thing, and Wanda Bailey and Shayna Green for coordinating tonight. You guys did a fabulous job. And Ricardo, everybody's favorite over there. Ricardo, my MVP. Couldn't do it without him. I just want to thank everybody. At this time, we ask that all please rise to honor our graduates one last time. And and that will conclude our ceremony this evening. Graduates, you'll remain standing until the faculty leave the stage and exit, and then guests, you'll remain standing while the students follow us out, and then everybody will exit. Please have a safe and wonderful evening this tonight as you celebrate. Good night.